Good evening. Hello, everybody. Tonight I am playing one of my favorites ever, the very first Gran Turismo. I decided to kind of go away from the 1998 thing for a little bit because I've had some trouble with the stream being stable the last couple times, and hopefully that's fixed. And so I wanted to play something that's sort of like that I'm already comfortable with, and it's fun, and I've played before. And I know a lot of people like the Gran Turismo videos I put on YouTube, and so maybe there's a bit of nostalgia for the original Gran Turismo games. This game came out right before Christmas in 1997, but I think that's just Japan. I could be wrong. That might be worldwide. In any case, I didn't get it until my birthday in 1998, so that was the summer of 1998. And I kind of fell in love with the series from there. We hadn't seen that kind of depth for a racing game on the console, certainly, up to this point. And 166 cars. That was like ridiculous. That was 10 times as many as you might have in any other racing game at the time. And so, yeah, definitely left a lasting impression. It's a very fun game. Still fun today. Obviously, it feels a lot more arcade in today's world than it did in 1998, at least compared to other games. So this is now, it was probably considered a simcade game even in 1998, but today it feels like an arcade game in comparison to its counterparts that exist today. Alrighty, I'm gonna get right to it. So I am playing the US North American version of it. Making sure everything's working right. Looks like we don't have any dropped frames tonight so far. Well, hopefully it stays that way. Fresh boot of the PS system. This is a cool intro. I know it always got me hyped up. There's some intros for games that you feel like you gotta watch every time, and this is one of them. Chemical Brothers song. It's amazing how the cars still look good in their own way. Like, I know that they don't have, like, interiors or anything like that, but the style still works today. It still looks... All the cars are recognizable, like, the dimensions and stuff look good. It's hard to say that for other games at the time. Like, when we played Need for Speed, the cars are still boxy, and here they look rounded and they look good. They look exactly like they're supposed to look. Alright, I'm going to go to options first. I always go to options first. But I want to change the controls. So, when the game came out, I don't think the DualShock controller had come out yet. Or maybe it had just come out. But in any case, they have the steering as analog, which is good. But they don't have... I want analog. Yeah, I want analog acceleration and brakes. And it's actually pretty good. Like, it's pretty important that you be able to do what you call rolling on and off the throttle. It just gives you better car control than if you're constantly pressing the X button or like the square button to brake. Suddenly you go from like, there's no variance in the pedal. Oops, didn't save it. How do you save it? Start? Oh, you just go off. You know what? I want to change the shifting, I think. I don't like them. You know, it does alright. I just need to adjust my controller so that they're not throttle triggers and they act like actual buttons. Okay, there are no palpy, no palpy. Welcome in there. Let's go back. How do you get out of here? Let's start. It's triangle. So I'm going to start with... So there's arcade and there's simulation mode. Simulation mode's like your normal sort of Gran Turismo mode. It's where you would buy a car, you would do races, you'd earn credits. But I'm going to start with arcade mode, because arcade mode's actually kind of cool in this. It is a bit more crazy. I think the game runs at like 2 times the speed, and some of the tracks have like jumps. But you unlock like bonus items and stuff like that. It's kind of fun. And they separate the cars by class. Okay, Miguel, yeah, welcome in. So the way you gotta unlock stuff is by difficulty, but if you just do difficult mode, you can do less races, and so I'm just gonna do difficult mode. You start off with 6 manufacturers, then you'll eventually unlock more. I like to randomize the cars. I'm gonna randomize which manufacturer. I remember when I first played this game, I was like 12, and I knew the Chevy cars, I knew a few of the Hondas, but the vast majority of the cars in the game I did not really ever encounter in everyday life. So it was a bit of an educational experience. Made it fun. Like Mazda, I did not know what an RX-7 was when I was 12. Or maybe I did, because Need for Speed 1 had the RX-7, so I might have been aware of that. I know what a MX-5 was. I'm gonna pick this one. It's a B-class car. I'm gonna do standard mode. I don't really understand drift mode. And manual transmission. Start with 4 tracks. Let's do Lubman Stage. A lot of these tracks are still in the game. I've not played Gran Turismo 7. Need for Speed Most Wanted, are you talking about the, so there's 2 of them. There's the one that was released in like the PlayStation 2 era, and then I think another one in like the PlayStation 3 type of era. The older one, yeah, with the like BMW that you start out with. Yeah, that's a cool game. I like that one a lot because it was like merging, it like merged like Need for Speed Underground stuff with like finally we had cops and stuff again. And that was the thing that felt like it was missing from Need for Speed Underground. You didn't have any police. And then suddenly you could like fix up cars and customize them, and you had police, and it was like open world. Yeah, it was a cool game. I like that one. That would have been like 2004 or something, maybe? Maybe 2005? Or I tried to shift and I changed my view. Yeah, arcade mode runs at like twice the speed, and so I get weird. That's why I always start with arcade mode first, because then once you get to sim mode, you're like, feels like you have a lot more car control. Especially for the license tests and stuff that you do later. Oh no, I got stuck on the wall. Yeah, it might take me a couple races to get used to this. It does feel a little sensitive. Yeah, I'm glad you like the overlay. Yeah, I try to keep it like kind of atmospheric a little bit. Like you kind of sitting on the couch watching me play or something like that. It's only 2 laps, not a whole lot of time to catch back up. Brake is still really sensitive. I'm gonna get him. Maybe? No. Well, yeah, it reminds you of sneakily playing games past your bedtime. Yeah. I mean, I did that. For sure, I did that. As long as I kept the volume down low and didn't make a whole lot of noise, I'd keep playing until like almost midnight before somebody would say, "What are you doing still up?" Catfish. Would it be S or H? H. So I think you only get the bonus if you win. I think second place doesn't give you crap. You have to win. Yeah, I didn't get any credit for that, so you have to win the race. It's one of the games I don't mind losing in, though. We got Chevy, we got Camaro, Corvette and a Corvette Grand Sport. And then we have, this car is interesting that, what is this, a 67, I think, Corvette? It's like the only car that's not in sim mode that's in arcade mode. And so this is the only mode that you can drive it in. And I'm gonna drive it. It has insane acceleration, but handling's not so great. It doesn't have much of a top speed either, so that's gonna be a problem at high speed ring. Yeah, I'm below by them, but I think they're gonna catch me up at some point. Wow, that brake is so sensitive. Which button looks backwards? Yeah, see, I have no fifth gear. Keep getting the shifting buttons mixed up with the view changing and looking backwards. I'll get it eventually. Alright, so I won that one. You gotta win a race at each of the tracks with each of the classic cars, so that would have been A class, the fastest class, high speed rank. I always liked the replays. I thought they were pretty cool. People watching me used to get annoyed because I've watched the replays from time to time. They'd be like, just play the game. But I mean, it just looks cool. Curious if Twitch will block the music and the sound from the VOD. I don't know how many of these songs would be under copyright. I really don't care though. I don't like muting the music for fear of getting blocked or anything like that. I feel like there's no point in showing old games if you're not going to have the old music. New records. And so yeah, if I get past, like, if I unlock everything in arcade mode, then I'll move over to simulation mode, which is a lot deeper of a mode. Mitsubishi. we call the 3000 GT in America. They got GTO, Eclipse, an FTO, which I don't think we ever got in North America, and a Mirage. Let's do the Mirage. Let's go with the slower cars. Let's try Clubman again. So I think High Speed Ring is still in Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, that's the only... Gran Turismo 7 is the only one I have not played. I've not been convinced enough to get me into our PlayStation console just for that game. And so I've not played that one. But I think some of the tracks are still on there. Some of the old originals. I don't know about Clubman. Clubman's on a lot of them now. I think Clubman was on 6. I kind of miss racing games having more original tracks. It feels like they've gone towards having more real-world circuits. I feel like Forza still has like a good mix of some original tracks. But it feels like everybody's got like the real-world ones, and it kind of makes all the racing games feel similar, because you're like, ah, this got Laguna Seca on here, and Silverstone. And Nürburgring. And Nürburgring's on all of them. Got it. Mirage is pretty good. Remember where I grew up? It was like, so I grew up in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, and our township had like one dealership in it, because most of the dealerships were actually like more towards the city, and we were outside the city. But the one dealership we did have was a Mitsubishi dealership. And so, like, I remember the Mitsubishi Eclipse was, like, really popular. Have I been unlocking stuff? I didn't look to see what I unlocked last time. I think you have to complete, like, ABC for each track before it'll... Yeah, so I put like a red dot for difficult or whatever. So that's the completion. So once you get ABC for each track, or one track, then you'll unlock, I think, another track, and then you'll start unlocking cars and other things, like videos or something like that, like the arcade mode ending. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm randomizing what car I'm driving, by the way. I got this one again, nice. So we already did High Speed Ring with A. So let's do Trial Mountain. I don't know if the car's gonna be as good here. There's a lot more turns on this track. Less places for this Corvette to stretch its legs. I get into fourth gear so fast. but then I kind of just stay there. It's so strange that the arcade mode runs at 2 times the speed like that. I don't think they did that for the arcade mode in any other games. Car's doing pretty good. So I did that. You can afford to screw up with this car though, because the acceleration just brings you right back up to speed again. I think Gran Turismo 2's arcade mode is just the same physics as the sim mode. It doesn't feel this weird. Alright, 2 down with A. Catfish or catfuck? I don't know. It's hard to put catfish into initials. You need at least 4 letters. Species again. And the Mirage again. Keep getting the same randomized cars. But this car was good, so we already did Clubman with this one. So we'll do High Speed Ring. I don't know if this is the fastest C-Class car. But you kind of need the speed at High Speed Ring. This is likely the song that I would get muted for on the VOD, I would think. It's good though. Going against the Sylvia? I think that'd be should be a Class B car. It's a funny thing, I think this game was actually rated teen, and it was because of the music that they chose. And I think maybe in Japan they didn't realize but they had like lyrics with swear words in it. And so Gran Turismo ended up being teen, which probably hurt its sales a little bit, although it was like the best-selling game for a long time until I think maybe Gran Turismo 2. I think the original Gran Turismo was sort of forgotten a little bit, just because Gran Turismo 2 featured almost all of the same content, a bit more refined driving and physics. Same tracks. Nice. So I think a lot of people preferred just playing Gran Turismo 2 over 1. 1 definitely has a more arcade feel to it. There's actually mods that people make for Gran Turismo. I guess you call those ROM hacks, maybe. But to add additional cars and stuff to the game. So there's actually a community around maintaining Gran Turismo 2. I've never tried any of those, but it'd be worth trying once I get to the point of playing Gran Turismo 2. But they've added all kinds of new cars and stuff. I don't know if they've added tracks. There are a lot of tracks in Gran Turismo 2. That game is really unbelievably massive for a PlayStation game. Oh. So, let's take a look at bonus items. More red dots. That's good. Mitsubishi again. This time we're going to drive the GTO 3000 GT. So we've done High Speed Ring and Trial Mountain, so we're going to one of these two blood. So far, no hiccups with the stream. I had major hiccups last week trying to stream. It was really annoying. I think it was due to our Comcast. Because they actually did maintenance this week, and they probably fixed the issue after I was complaining about it. The GTO is good, but it's heavy. It sticks in the corners well, but it's kind of heavy, and so it kind of bogs down and turns a little bit. There is no damage in the game. In fact, I don't think we would have damage in a Gran Turismo game, ever. If I recall. I didn't mean to do that, I crushed him. I don't know if Gran Turismo 7 has damage. I can't think of a Gran Turismo game that had damage. And I guess that's just due to just the difficulty and having this many car models and having some sort of damage model. Which makes sense. Alright, 2 more turns. It's gonna be tough because I'm not the fastest car here. And I can't take turns as fast either. Twin turbo better go. Alright, so 3 of the 4 tracks so far with the A-Class are done. The GTO is one of the fastest cars in simulation mode if you tune it up, though. I think it can get it to like 800 or 900 horsepower or something like that. And so there's an event that's like the max speed event, and this is one of the best cars to have. Either this or like the Toyota Supra, I think, are like the 2 cars that are can get up to like 230 or 240 miles per hour on the test course if you max tune them. So, next up, let's go with a Nissan. What do we got? We got a Skyline, which I'd never heard of when I was 12. Never heard of this car, GTR. Definitely heard of the 300ZX. They call it Fairlady Z. I think we had this in America, but I don't remember what it was called. It might have been called a 180S. And we had the Primera. So, the cars. Let's go with the GTR. Finish out the A-Class. So, it would be Grand Valley East. I always liked the Grand Valley track. That was always one of my favorites. The GTR is a bit lighter than the GTO. Both are four-wheel drive though, so this game really does favor four-wheel drive cars, at least up to a point. It's gonna be hard to beat this Corvette. It just has amazing acceleration. And the handling's not as bad enough to outweigh that advantage. The NSX is really good too. Yeah, look at him. And he gave the NSX a boost by pushing him too. I might have to cheese it a little bit to beat this guy. Kind of take him out maybe. Oh, get a boost from that. Blocked me. Couldn't get around him. It's gonna be tough. There's not too many turns left. Here. Gonna come down the blocking now. I got him. Nice. Yeah, I gotta get a little dirty with the Corvette there to beat him. The car's just so OP, as the Gen Zers like to say. Alright, so that's the first 4 tracks with the A-Class car got done, so until we can clear out one of the tracks, I can't. We'll skip the A's for a while. Okay, so Chevy's all A's, so I can do that. Mitsubishi Eclipse. Back to Grand Valley East. I exposed myself as an old man. The only thing I said was that Gen Zers say that things are OP. I didn't say I was a Gen Zer or not. I might be a Gen Alpha. You never know. Playing Gran Turismo. Honestly, I'm just tickled tonight that my stream is stable. I can't tell you how annoying that is. Like, when it says like drop frames or whatever, and OBS is like, hey, you got problems. And then Twitch is like, hey, we got problems. And you start losing like your mind a little bit because you think, did I change some sort of setting or what? And no, it's just Comcast being difficult. So then I sort of reported it to them, at least with their like AI assistant thing that they had, which didn't help at all. And the next thing I know, like 3 days later, they say they're doing maintenance in the area. And now it's working fine. They did call me a diamond customer though, so I appreciate that. They're like, you've been with us for a long time, and I'm like, I had no choice. You're the only one that really serves our area. What am I supposed to do? I wouldn't choose you if I had to. The Eclipse is good. It's one of the best B-class cars in this arcade mode. It just has very, like, stable handling. Doesn't feel too sensitive. Here, Jam. Thanks. Feels a little backhanded, maybe, but thank you. Oh, okay. It's not backhanded at all. A diamond is a gem. Okay. Aston Martin, no, we're not going to do that because it's only A-class there. We need B-class and C-class. B-class 180 SX. B-class Clubman. I did do that, but I lost. That was the first race I did with the older RX-7. Of course, I say that there's no problems with the stream, and then I had a couple of drop frames there, but it was at least like 0.1%. I had like 75% drop frames a couple of nights ago. I can deal with 0.1% drop frames. That won't drop my stream. I made a video of like many years ago, and it's still one of the more popular videos I have on YouTube. But I made a video of myself playing without commentary, just like kind of showing the features of Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. And this guy commented that he was like, "You drive dirty," and I think maybe I like brushed against one car that entire race. He's like, when we played, you know, me and my dad were always like real careful not to hit other cars and drive, you know, clean. And I'm like, dude, it's a Need for Speed game, calm down. But also, I didn't drive like dirty. But I was just thinking about that now, because in this game you kind of have to be willing to push the opponents around a little bit, because they'll push you around, so Generally, I do race clean though, so I kind of took offense to that. What are you talking about? It's a Need for Speed game. I'm not telling you how to enjoy your game, but like, he called me dirty is basically what he said. I'm starting to get into a rhythm here. So I lost the first race and haven't lost since. Don't want to toot my own horn, but Catfish is dealing right now. I guess I could change my avatar to put the racing helmet on. I was gonna reserve that for when I'm like really serious, like doing like sim racing. But we can do it for Gran Turismo. Let me look at this bonus items thing. Ah, so we unlocked another track. So the full length Grand Valley. So A-class cars are open to us once again. Honda Acura, NSX, the Prelude, an Integra, a Civic. Go with the Integra. Sticking with the Class B cars. So which ones haven't I done? I haven't done High Speed, Trial Mountain, and then I've done those two, so... And then Grand Valley. 3 choices. Let's do Trial Mountain. Trial Mountain's actually one of my favorite GT tracks. And I heard that they changed it in Gran Turismo 7, and I'm like, why? I think they tried to make it like more realistic, and I'm like, that's such a bummer. On one of my videos on YouTube for Gran Turismo 2, somebody said, oh yes, the vacuum cleaner Gran Turismos, and I'm like, I mean, that's fair. The engine, they never were about the engine noises. Even in, like, I felt like they were always inferior to Forza on the engine sounds. The first time I played Forza, so I didn't have an Xbox growing up, so this was Gran Turismo's. I was on the Gran Turismo side, having never played Forza's, but I eventually got an Xbox 360, and one of the first games I bought was Forza 4, because I wanted to try the series, and heard good things about it, and now Forza 4 is one of my all-time favorite games. I absolutely love that game. Forza Motorsport, not Horizon. I think the Horizon games are pretty good, but they're kind of a different feel to them. It really depends on what kind of racing game you're looking for. I think the environments and things in Forza Horizon are really good, but it feels a bit chaotic. Like, every time I get a car, I'm like, oh, cool, I'm gonna drive this car for a while, and then I do one race and get like 3 more cars, and I'm like, shit, man, now I want to try that car. So I never feel like really attached to a vehicle, because you're always kind of getting new ones and switching. But part of the joy of those types of games is the collection of cars, and so I get that. And I like that aspect of the game. Turn a little wide. Might be a bit tricky. Ooh. Car does not have good handling though. Got him. More play this music, because I thought that they always play this music when you get second. I think it's because I didn't set a record, maybe? I wish they separated the records by class, but they don't. So once you do A class at some of these tracks, they don't, you got no shot of beating that with the slower class. So C at 3 tracks and B at 1. I already did C class at high speed. Let's do Grand Valley. So coming this weekend, I'm going to start something a bit different that I'm excited to try. I would say it's something new, but for me it's not new. But it will be retro still. And it will be over this game. But not this genre. Anyway, I think it could be fun. So if you're around on Saturday afternoon, at least US time, check it out. Yeah, this is my favorite track in the Gran Turismo series. I just love the layout of it. It's really fun. A lot of cool, challenging turns. Technical. Tunnel coming out onto the ridge. I remember they changed the layout slightly for Gran Turismo 3, and I was a little bit disappointed, but it was still good. Like, still one of my favorite tracks. This car is amazing handling. They actually throw me off how fast it makes some turns. Sylvia is a B-class car. And what is that, an Impreza? Or Legacy? Yeah, I've got the handling with the Miata, but I don't have the top speed, maybe. It might cost me. I might have to do a block here. That's an Accord wagon. I beat him now. Oh, it's a Sylvia Q's. So those are the slower version. I think it's the Sylvia K's that are faster. Feels like the first time I did one of those in a while. C's at Trial Mountain and Grand Valley East, B's at Grand Valley, and an A at Grand Valley. Grand Valley East. Yep, it's going to be Grand Valley with an NSX. This car's fast, but you can get into trouble if you don't have the skills with 3 L's and 9 Z's. Lucky for me, I have the skills. I didn't have the skills on the very first race I did. It didn't take me long to get in the groove here. I think there's a little bit of a catch-up mode for the AI in arcade mode, kind of keep it close. I don't think that exists on sim mode. It might though, because I think on the longer like endurance races that you can do, you like turn that off and then suddenly you're destroying them. Either that or they just reduce the difficulty because they're like, you're going to spend an hour doing an enduro race, so you're not going to want to lose. But oh no, what did I do? Oh, I loaded the save state. Okay, so you can undo this, but as soon as I do it, it's gonna like go back to me being mid-turn. Alright, let's see if I can save it. Undo. I did okay. Been out of sorts now. Oh no, I lost my groove. Luckily, the longer tracks, you have a little bit more time to make up for stupid shit. Definitely is a rhythm game. Like, you definitely get into a groove with this type of game. And then it just works. Which is where it sort of benefits driving the same car a lot. So me switching a lot is adding some difficulty. If I just drove the Corvette every time, I wouldn't have any problem. It's fun to drive different cars. I like trying different stuff. Alright, so I think there's only one more B that we had to do. Right? Is it high speed ring, I think? I'm gonna check. Oh, or Grand Valley. Okay. So 180 SX. The white. Grand Valley. So completing this, if I win this, it won't unlock another track, it'll unlock cars. But I'm not sure which ones. It might be like the Viper or something. So I do think I'll probably finish arcade mode and then get to the sim mode. And I'll probably start with the licenses, the license test. Oh, dude. This car's not bad. I don't think it's as good as the Eclipse, though. Oh, he gave me no room. feels like a lot of the strategy is just to get to the apex and just park it there and let them hit you. But the drafting effect is really strong, so you gotta watch out on the straights. Arcade mode is a bit more challenging in some respects than that simulation mode, just because you can't fix up any cars. So, like in sim mode, you could counteract any kind of difficulty by just driving, pouring money into a car to make it better until you can kick somebody's ass. But you can't do that in here. See what cars that unlock. I'm not sure which one. I think each time it unlocks a dealership. So the dealerships that you can unlock don't start out with the Dodge, TVR, Subaru. What would be the third? Toyota? I think Toyota. Yep, looks like that's a Supra, so that unlocked Toyota, so we got a B at High Speed Ring and 2 C's at Trial Mountain and Grand Valley East. Seven manufacturers. Nissan again. Gotta be B or C. 180SX again. High Speed Ring is only one left for B. And if I can win this, it should unlock a track. But this might be tough because I didn't think this car had the best top end of some of the opponents I was going against. Watching that bit rate there for a second. Thought I might have it dropped a couple of frames, but we're at 0.2%. No problem. Let's get the inside line. You can come up and push me. Yep. I tried to go wide on him. No problem. So this will unlock another track. Probably deep forest. That's it for high speed ring. We'll see what track. Autumn ring. Okay. So then we have one for all classes. This is going to be tough. The Aston Martins in the game are not quick at all. They're really heavy. And they don't have the greatest handling. Even more so the Volante, I think. It's even heavier. It's an interesting fact about convertibles that they're heavier than coupes. You would think that taking the roof off and replacing it with like a mesh roof or whatever would be lighter, but it's not. And so convertibles are always slower than hard tops. I remember reading about like early runs of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. They would have separate classes for convertibles against hard tops. That was like, what, 1920s? Right now it doesn't feel too bad though. I'm not worried about the car in front though. The GTR is a Supra. It's a really tight technical track too. Wow, he came in there so hot. Smashed right in there. That one wide. You actually don't get punished too much for drifting in this game. It can work to an extent. But usually once you get to the point in simulation mode where you're driving actual race cars, it makes no sense to drift slower. I'm actually surprised. I didn't think I'd win with that car at that track. I think that takes out all A classes, right? Yeah, C and B. C class, Civic time. We got Trial Mountain, Grand Valley East, and Autumn Ring. Grand Valley East. There's a misprint, at least in the North American version of Gran Turismo 2, where it's supposed to say Grand Valley East, but it says Grand Valley Bast. The first time I saw that when I played Gran Turismo 2, I was like, oh, there's a new version of Grand Valley. What the hell's Grand Valley Bast? It's just Grand Valley East. It's amazing to me that that typo made it to the game, but it's not even the only one. In that same game, there's like a mode that you can unlock eventually that like generates random races, and you can choose a difficulty. And it's like easy, difficult, or no, it's like easy, hard, expert, and then there's one in the middle called normal. They forgot the R in normal. Normal difficult. But then you thought that that would be fixed, you know, by the time you get to like Gran Turismo 5, but it's not. They got a color in that game called Purplish Blue. And I've since adopted Purplish Blue anytime for describing colors between purple and blue. It's Purplish Blue. In honor of Gran Turismo 5. I love that though. I think it's so funny. I just think that their play testers were likely not, English was not their first language. This Civic's pretty awesome. So that should unlock another track. Special stage Route 5. Toyota for the first time. Supra Celica MR2. I'm surprised the MR2's A class. I'm surprised that these two are A class. This is the one I picked up. See, we always call this a Celica. I don't know if it's just called a Celica in America or what, but I've heard it called Celica. But I always thought it was a Celica. It's A class, so the only A class that can do is SS Route 5, which I think this car's going to struggle with. There's a pretty long straightaway to the finish line, and so I might have to do some blocking. Car's got good handling, though. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to catch that NSX. I think the drafting effect in arcade mode is a little more pronounced than in sim mode, too. I got the lead, but it's a question of whether I can keep it. I can keep it all. And if you're watching this and you're like, this looks like it's running at faster speed than it should, that's partially true. It is running at 2 times the speed. Oh, that was that cost me. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get him, I don't think. Speed boost. Yeah, I don't think I can get him. That guy dove at the apex and just plowed into me. Yeah, so it does run at 2 times the speed on arcade mode, and so it does look weird if you're just like tuning in and you're like, why is this real weird? But that's normal. That's normal for arcade mode. That's how it was. Once I get to simulation mode, then it will be normal speed. I don't know why they decided to do that. I guess it's just arcade mode. You would think you want more. The cars don't go twice as fast. It's just the speed of the game is twice as fast. And so I think even if you look at the time, the lap times, and you look at the actual stopwatch, I think it's actually running at twice the speed. There is like a sort of mod I can enable that will make arcade mode run at normal speed. But I'm kind of just leaving it as it is. I don't want to mess with it. It could cause other issues. And issues are not what I want to have tonight. This is a non-issue stream. Alright, you're in Toyota again. That was the first race I lost. It's the first one. We're doing it again. I'm going right. Doing the same race again. Same car, same track. Another NSX up there. This green car is the favorite to win. Start the last time. They tried it again. They dive right for that apex on that turn, and they don't care if they take you out. I'm gonna move over here so they can't draft me. I don't think it matters though. There he goes. You can play this game with the steering wheel, but I don't think that's optimal. It might be fun, but it feels like the game was not intended to be played with a wheel. That Lancer sort of kept the NSX at bay. What do we got now? All A classes still completed, so we need B class cars. Trying to flip Prelude. Track I still need a B class for. I need to go and look. Autumn Rig and SS Recon. I still think this game runs and looks really good. Like, the frame rate feels smooth. The cars still look good. You can always want better engine sounds though, I guess. The game still has aged really well. I think Gran Turismo will have its 30th birthday next year. 2027. 1997. 2027. The Prelude's got it. Doesn't feel fast enough. It feels heavy. Should have it. Yeah, that Toyota Soarer, or whatever it is, I know it more as a Lexus. That thing's fast. probably is the fastest B-class car. We're getting there. Alright, Primera. To Trial Mountain Autumn Ring SS Route 5. Back to Autumn Ring. So if I win this, it should unlock another dealership. Another manufacturer. Nissan Primera was a pretty big deal in Europe for like touring car racing. I only remember like the most cheapo version that you could get in the States. I guess it'd be like sort of the forerunner to the Nissan Sentra. Basically like the cheapest model they have. They definitely have me going against like B-class cars, like the C-class car here. Yeah, Celica there, and then FTO. Although it might be the slow version of the FTO. Yeah, it doesn't have a spoiler. I think it's the slow version. Bit of understeer. Up that hill. Alright, what did we unlock? Which, Subaru, I think? Yep. Trial Mountain SS Route 5. B-Class Trial Mountain. That's it. Can't remember. Oh, it says for fun. Okay. So we go 180 SX. SS5. Yeah, I don't think this car is going to be the best here. Oh, now we're dropping frames. It's doing it again. You were good for an hour and 45 minutes. Past, I thought you fixed it. I don't think it's dropped like so bad that it's unwatchable yet. At least Twitch doesn't give me any indicators that it's that bad. Come on, Comcast. We were doing so well. Down the... Oh, there we go. It goes back up all of a sudden. But that's what it does. It just like goes from 3,000 kilobytes a second to 41,000. Too busy watching it. Looks like it's improving now, or at least in the yellow. Race. Too busy watching other stuff. So I can get a good draft here. Yeah, and we're down to 5,000 now. Unstable. It's so weird too because it's not like there's anything changing. You know, while it's doing this, I want to try to do it like a ping. Actually starting to think maybe it's not Comcast then. because I'm pinging Google right now, and I'm getting good, solid numbers. I wonder if I need like a new stream key or something. It's just so random how it does it, like, we're good for an hour and 40 minutes, and then all of a sudden it starts crapping itself. Bummer. I thought it was fixed. Oh, now we're going back up to 20,000, 31,000, 40,000. And that's really weird because, well, now Google has been fluctuating too. So I got 41, then down to 5. 6. I don't get it. I don't think it's raining or anything. I think the weather's bad. Alright. Well, given that I only have, I was going to only stream for about 10 more minutes, I'm not going to try and power through this. No point. So, I guess I will continue working on it, see what the deal is, maybe try a new stream key or something like that. And then maybe on Saturday, it'll work better. But, yeah. So, I don't know if it's Comcast now. I'm wondering if it's Twitch. Twitch didn't like me.